Have I got a new teammate? Have I got a new teammate? Come on, come on, come on. Have I got a new teammate? Oh, it's still Roman. You still here? Oh well, folks, welcome along to episode number 52 of our F1 2019 career mode here at the Red Bull Ring. I've been waiting for this one for 3 races. Oh, come on, let's get it. You love to see it. We have a fully upgraded weapon. And the race weather doesn't look too bad either. So, yeah. Can't complain on that one. There's our new contract, and I presume Roman's got a new contract as well because he's Roman Grosjean. So let's have a look, shall we? First of all, we'll get that, but then in comes that. Look at that, folks. There's not a thing now we can upgrade. This car is fully upgraded to its maximum potential, which means we've got the best engine out of there, beating the McLaren engine. Well, they've got a Renault engine as well. We got the best aero as well, and we got the second best chassis. Does that mean then Haas is probably the best? Actually, it's not. It's Force India. Let's have a look at everyone here then, shall we? And no one's really brought anything. The back stragglers have bought. So I see Ferrari. I think Alpha and Toro Rosso have. Sorry, Red Bull have brought something. But other than that, no one's really brought anything to Austria. So it should be a walk in the park. We're going to put the old stuff back on for practice. Get the new stuff out for the race. Because you love to see the old stuff, folks. You love to see it. So let's have a look at the championship, shall we? And with 206 points, we are leading the way from Charles Leclerc, then Carlos Sainz, Roman Grosjean, Alexander Albon, Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, Lucas Weber, and big time Devon Butler round out your top 10 in points. In the constructors, it's Renault from Haas, then McLaren, Williams, Mercedes, Ferrari, Racing Point, Red Bull, with more points now thanks to Gasly, and Toro Rosso and Alfa Romeo still yet to score. So I would imagine that means no Kvyat, no Stroll, no Raikkonen, and no Giovinazzi points. Oh well, they'll get there. Not. So with that being said, I think it's time to go test this fully upgraded weapon out. So we're going to get practiced, and then we are going to get qualified, and we will see you guys on the start line for what is going to be a very, very exciting and fast Austrian Grand Prix.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Poole lines up on pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Sainz, Sebastian Vettel and Grosjean, Ricciardo, Weber, Gasly and Kevin Magnussen, Butler, Perez, Lewis Hamilton. They've taken a grid penalty. And Kvyat, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Valtteri Bottas and Lance Stroll, Hülkenberg and Max Verstappen completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Was this car mega in quali and mega in practice. I've got high hopes for this. Which is why we qualified on the soft tyre, because we wanted to see the true pace of this Renault, and God almighty, it's had some pace. But I do expect a better race, because we've got, like I said, we've got the Haas team behind us. So we're gonna have them all over our rear end, so to speak. So guys, let's go and get this done, shall we? So our weapon of mass destruction on pole for the Australian Grand Prix. It's the Austrian, not Australian Grand Prix. Time lights out, it's lights out, and away we go! And, whoa, already 3-4 almost. I think we, oh wow, we are 4 wide into the first corner. That wasn't going to work. That would have been like, putting a pomegranate through a sieve. Just wasn't going to work. As who is that? Somebody balls it up the inside there. You can see the two Hasses got a yellow flag behind us. Look back from the rear wing. Who is that in second place? Is that Carlos Sainz? I believe that is Carlos Sainz in second. He somehow got ahead of the monogas driver. I don't know how he's got ahead of the monogas driver. He has got ahead of the monogas driver. That's one thing that Sainz has been pretty good at. We may see Leclerc leaving at the end of the season. Leclerc to Renault. I can see that coming. Yeah, everyone will want this seat when we go to Mercedes next season. But we did make a few little tweaks. Oh, speaking of tweaks, that's so far off the track. We're almost in Germany, let alone Austria. As Sainz wheel to wheel down the outside. He'll try it, but he ain't gonna get there, folks. He just isn't gonna get there. And I'm looking at the wrong side here as we go to big-time Devon Butler with Valtteri Bottas next to him for P11. And it looks like the Finn's going to get the... No, he's not. They're still side by side. But I think the power of that Renault engine was always going to get him through there. So move the Finn up to P11 now. What happened on the way up to turn number 3? And we say turn 3 because this kink they have to recognise as turn 2 for the motorbikes. But Leclerc's past Sainz. Grosjean's looking to get past. Go on, Roman! Round the outside! Oh, Renault against Ferrari down to turn 4. Go on, Roman! Out-drag him! Out-drag him for fuck's sake. Well, you said out-drag him and he didn't out-drag you-know-what. As we go to Sebastian Vettel with Alex Albon and Lewis Hamilton in close attendance. Albon to the... Oh, sorry, that's Vettel. Then 3 wide into the... Turn 3! Yellow, green flags are there! There might have been something going on behind them for the green to be out there, but they were 3 wide into turn 3. Hamilton's nicked both of them. Still Vettel and Albon are arguing with each other. That's a video that's saved. I don't know quite what video it is that's saved. That's my Swaddling Coat bus station video. That's absolutely incredible. They're still side by side. Look at them! Now Albon's got to concede, surely. He's not conceded. He's saying, no thank you, I'm coming through. There you go. That's sorted. So let's go back through the field to move the happen early. This is Sergio Perez on Danny Kvyat. No, it's not. It's Danny Kvyat on Sergio Perez, I should say, for position. That's P14 that is for, and that's job done. That's a great move. Well done to the Russian. Now, why was the flags flying? Oh, did you see that? I think Raikkonen's lost his wing. No, he's not. He's not lost his wing. How did you not lose your wing from that, Kimmy? Hulkenberg's out of this race. Why am I not surprised? Have you noticed ever since we left the Force India team that they've been utterly crap? Speaking of utterly crap, it looks like Bottas is on the charge here. He's passing Kevin Magnussen for P10. And a bit of contact wheel to wheel there, and he's got him. He's got the Dane. Excellent. Now this fight between Perez and Kvyat is still continuing. Can we get the gloves out, folks? Seconds out, round 2. Ding ding. And it looks like it's going to be round the outside. Oh no. I'll tell you what, last year's race, round the outside of turn 1 was working. Up the inside of turn 1 seems to be working this year. And I think Perez is going to have more problems here, because here comes Is that the Iceman? It is the Iceman, I think. Whoa, we went... See how wide we went in turn 1? And DRS has been enabled, so that's going to put us at the mercy of Charles Leclerc into turn 1. Well, if Charles wants it, he's going to have to go around the outside, and we'll just escort him out there and move Roman into P2. Haha! There's Hulkenberg. How you doing over there, Nico? You chilling? You chilling there, Nico? That's great to hear. I wonder if Carlos Sainz got back past Charles Leclerc too. Charles Leclerc is going to be absolutely furious. He's not going to be happy with what happened there. He may be even more unhappy in a second as Sainz tries to go around the outside, but that isn't working for him. Speaking of not working, Bottas here, his car is working, and he's about to pass Danny Rick down the outside, but that is one car you don't want to pass as Rick Bobby locks it up big time. Going into turn 4, now through turn 5, down to turn 6. Bottas has got the car, he's got the power, he's got the confidence, and he's got P9 from the Aussie. Aussie, down. But we're now going to go fast forward onto lap number 4 as Danny Kvyat's now fighting with someone else here. Who's he fighting? The man Gasly for P13, but that's dicked him up. We'll see what happens later on there. In fact, we're seeing it right now. It didn't dick him up too badly. What did happen though was Verstappen and Giovinazzi fighting each other for basically last place. P18, the last of the front runners. They're still going at it up at the top of the hill. It's a fantastic fight between the Dutchman and the Italian, and yeah, that's how that ends. Hello everyone, I'm at the front. We're somewhere up here. We've still got Grosjean behind us. We've still got Leclerc behind us, and we've still got a whole train following us to see what happens in the next instance. But what will happen is we're about to see a fight here for P10 between Kevin Magnussen and Danny Ricciardo. Oh my God, was that easy? Oh, I tell you what, Rick Bobby's coming back. It wasn't that easy, was it, Kevin? He's going to slip in here behind thinking, oh, he's been done by big-time Devon Butler. He's been done by big-time Devon Butler. Who's going to have DRS? Well, they're both going to have DRS on Rick Bobby, the Honey Badger. Let's see if it comes of anything. Looks like K-Mag's got Butler covered off, has he? Well, I would say he has, but yeah, he has. There you go. P11 for the Dane, P10 for Rick Bobby, the Honey Badger. As we go back to the man Gasly defending like mad from the Russian torpedo Daniel Kvyat. And around the outside we'll go Kvyat. He's got the traction. Has he got the power in that Honda against the Honda in the Red Bull? The junior team is owning the more experienced team as we see, we saw Perez and Raikkonen getting fresh with each other. That might come home to us, and it looks like Kvyat's got him. So move Kvyat into P13. Meanwhile, up the road, Lewis Hamilton's on the charge. He's passing Lucas Weber for P5, and that was easy as like into the turn 9 corner. Oh, it's all kicking off here. We're on lap number 6. I'd say it's kicking off big time. And if we're not careful, we got Roman Grosjean for company. Here he is. Come on then, Roman. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got fresh me in Canada. We might let you have this one. Then again, we might not. oh dear, I think we almost inadvertently did what we did to Leclerc. That wouldn't have been very nice. I don't think Grosjean appreciates that one. And nor does Leclerc still. But moving back through the field, the fight for P14 between the man Gasly and Sergio Perez. Perez on the outside of the man Gasly. I think we're having to look at Kvyat here because they wouldn't give a decent view of that fight between Perez and Gasly. I think they wanted to give a shitty rear wing fight on Gasly and a front wing fight on on Perez, and it wasn't working for either of them. But it looks like Perez is just going to drive around the outside with that Mercedes engine. That's the only thing that they've got going for him. Oh, see how wide he's being pushed. And Gaz is going to throw it down the inside. Good move into turn 4. But I think Perez is going to confidently have that. Or is he? Or is he? I think the man Gasly's might come back. Oh, they're going to sort this out before turn 7. They're not sorting it out. They're still going. Oh, they're back wheels. They're still going. This has been going for a good lap. There you go. It's sorted out now. Sorted out for the better. As we see the fight for P6 between Lucas Justin Weber and Sebastian Vettel. And Sebastian's got to wake up a lot earlier to get that move done. He's got Alex Albon right behind him. As we go to see the fight for P10 between Magnussen and Ricciardo. Will Magnussen get it done this time? Yes, he will. Round the outside. Oh, Ricciardo gives him a bit of contact on the way past. See you later. Bye-bye. Now, will Perez get past the back Gasly this time? Oh, that was a fake to the right and then down the left. And I think he is. Because around the outside is starting to work now. There you go. P14 for Perez. Gasly may lose P15 to Raikkonen. Raikkonen may fancy P13 off Perez. That Ferrari and that Alpha is not to the best, unfortunately. But he's giving it what he can, and he got him. He's got him, but will Perez come back? No, he won't. Fair play to the Iceman. Fair play, well done. Now, this could... this happened earlier. This could get a little fresh. Because Grosjean is now having to defend from Leclerc, and Sainz is lurking. And Leclerc's also passed him. So there you go. That's that one done. There's who's it? That's Albon. Bottas is somewhere. Oh, that's why we're looking back from Vettel at Albon and Bottas. Great view from the German's wing there. Really appreciate that view, and Albon's going to just hold Bottas up for the moment as we fast forward onto lap number 9. No, sorry, this is lap number 8. I do apologise because that's Sebastian Vettel trying to get around the inside of Lucas Justin Weber, and Weber still holding on to that position, but will Bottas hold Albon off? We'll see that as he goes try the inside. That don't work, Valtteri. You might make it work, but Albon just showed you it didn't work. Now, back with us. We got a problem behind us, and we're just going to go right to the inside here. If you want it, go outside. Oh, Jesus Christ! Leclerc's buried it down the inside, and we'll just take to the escape road. We're still going to be just wheel to wheel, side by side. We're going to force him onto the grass. Have some of that and that. If we force him any wider, Grosjean will be back through. But, whew, that Haas has got some oomph to it. I tell you, there may be a surprise coming. Not saying there will, but there may. As that's big time Devon Butler getting past Kevin Magnussen into turn 3 for P10. Meanwhile, back to Kimi Raikkonen. He's got Perez all over his rear wing. What are you going to do, Perez? You're going to fake to the inside. He's not. He's going to go inside. That's not going to work because I think Kimi's going to have the drive, and Kimi's going to have the oomph as well. Down to turn 4. There you go. Love your work. Love your work, Kimi, although Perez might fancy coming back here. But he doesn't. He really doesn't. Now, here's a driver who hasn't seen all day. Hollywood Lance Stroll. He's with Max Verstappen for P17. And Verstappen's just going to fling it up the inside. And look at that. Textbook. Still go. Get the oomph. Get the power. Goodbye. God bless. Thank you very much. We'll be seeing you. And speaking of we'll be seeing you, it looks like we're going to be seeing everyone to the pits. Was that us? Is that us? I can't see if that's us or not, if that's Grosjean. I think that's all the number 1 there, so I think that's us. Yes, that is us. So into our garage of 18 men holding rubber. They serviced me very thoroughly there. And we're off with our medium tyres on. The mediums. Our medium pace on these were epic, I tell you. Although they were a little slippery. And a little slippery they were indeed. As we start to head up the hill. Now, while we were in the pits, this happened. It looks like Hamilton has latched onto the back of this train now. And Hamilton has just thrown it on the inside of Sainz. That's going to be a good fight. 2 Renault engines and 2 Ferrari engines. Let's get it on. Ding, ding. Who has the best oomph on this grid? I know who the answer might be, and it might be... I tell you what, Hamilton took that corner very well. He might get him. He has got him. P3 for Lewis Hamilton out of nowhere. As we go to... That is Lucas Justin Weber with Vettel, with Albon, with Bottas. They're all coming past him. They're all going past him. They're almost 4 wide into that corner. They're 3 wide. They're all over the place. Vettel's got him. I think they're still 3 wide down the back straight. Bottas has nicked both of their pockets. Albon's still wanting to contest it with Weber. Weber doesn't want to know. Get back over there. That's the fight we want to see. And Albon's, yeah, that was picking the pocket. That was a proper pocket picking. Something like that. I don't know. One of the two. I know what this is though. This is Magnussen and big time Devon Butler still fighting over. Well, it's P9 now, not P10 because we pitted. But don't tell anyone that we pitted. You know what I'm saying? And there goes Magnussen. He's past Butler. Thank you very much. As whoa! Perez has flung a big one down the inside of Raikkonen. Is this while we're in the pits? I think this is while we are in the pits. Great camera view from Perez there, Mr. Austrian director, and Raikkonen. In fact, look, there's the man Gasly as well. So Gasly was thinking of having a go. I think Verstappen's pretty close. That could get nasty, could get fresh. Raikkonen still throwing it down the outside of Perez. What the hell is Raikkonen on? He's on a mission, that's why he's on. He's got Perez though. Will Perez come back with the DRS? Raikkonen's parked his car firmly in the middle of the track. I think Perez has gone around the outside. I don't see him. There he is. Keep Raikkonen in P14 for now. Now, here's 2 more we haven't seen. Hollywood Lance Stroll and Antonio Giovinazzi, the Italian stallion. No, that don't work. That's Rocky Balboa. And it's the fight for P18. Basically last. And Giovinazzi doesn't want to be last. And that's why he put Stroll last. Because if Stroll wasn't last, then Lord knows where it was going to be. As we go to lap number 10 now. And this is the fight for P5 between Valtteri Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. And Vettel just holds Bottas off with the greatest of ease. It must be said as big time Devon Butler starts defending from Ricciardo. And Butler is slow even with DRS. What's he doing? No one knows what he's doing, but he's pinching his teammate into the apex. That's fair enough there. As we go back to Bottas and Vettel going up the hill. Bottas going to go to the inside. The inside doesn't work of Valtteri. It doesn't work, and there's why, because Sebastian's able to put the power of that Mercedes engine down and he's able to drive off. See you later. But Bottas is staying with him. Renault and Mercedes down to turn 4. Oh my God, he just out-dragged him. Out-dragged, out-performed, out everything. What more needs to be said to that? Not a lot, really. As Butler goes around the outside of Magnussen. And Butler's now into P... what position's he in? I think he's P9. Yes, he is. And did you see the car in the background? There's a yellow car lurking. Speaking of lurking, it looks like the Red Bulls are going to have a fight on their home circuit. Gasly and Verstappen. That's Gasly on the inside, Verstappen on the outside, and Verstappen is just going around the outside of Gasly. P16 for that man. Right there, book it in! And make sure it stays there as well. As who we got? That's Leclerc. Leclerc is coming in for a stop. Will he bring Grosjean in? Yes, he will. And he brought Hamilton. So here comes the first proper chance at seeing what our undercut does. I imagine we should beat these 3. There's Leclerc pits. Grosjean pits. Leclerc's gone. Grosjean's gone. Hamilton's gone. It looks like one of the Williamses is coming as well. I assume that's Sebastian. See as he's number 1. Whoa! What the hell? That was me, and we've collided with Kevin Magnussen. And everyone's just stopped. Okay, why? But let's see why we ended up in this position, shall we? Magnussen was I think, you know what I think's happened here? Yeah, we've thrown a dive bomb down the inside, seeing Leclerc come out the pits. that didn't work. We'll apologise for that one later. That won't go in the classic scrapbook. Speaking of not going in the classic scrapbook, Giovinazzi and Gasly have got together here. Wouldn't it just be embarrassing if Gasly finished last? Yeah, look at this. They all stop and then they speed up again. It's like we almost had a virtual safety car. And it may have cost Grosjean because Hamilton's around the outside. Grosjean with a big lock-up into turn 3. And that's not the view I want to be looking at there. If we're being totally honest with you, as Carlos Sainz decides now is the time for him to pit. That is the weirdest thing I ever saw involving a... I mean, we haven't even had a safety car or a virtual safety car in our career. They're switched on. So why haven't we had anything as Sainz gets his pits stopped? Ooh, Bottas almost got run over. Alexander Albon, I think, is in the pits as well. There's Leclerc. So we've easily come out in front of Carlos Sainz. There we are, going up the hill. And he's come out in P2. So, if we're being fair, a mix of strategies, undercuts and overcuts have worked here. That's very unusual for Austria. As we go, we're on lap 12, by the way. We're looking at the fight between Kimi Räikkönen and Max Verstappen for P13. Verstappen has moved. He's also got him, which is fair enough. Up the hill they go. Räikkönen wants it back though. Räikkönen wants it back. I think Perez is an interested spectator as well. I think he's more than interested if we're being completely honest. Then again, it is... what's his name? I forgot his name. Oh, what's going on here? I haven't a clue what's going on there, but it looks like Ricciardo and Butler were just being slow. Or should I say, one of them was. I don't know which one would go to the top of the hill. Helicopter following them both. It was Butler that was going really slow. And Ricciardo's just pinched his pocket. Which doesn't surprise me a hell of a lot, as we're on lap number 13 here. You remember us? Hi. We are here. Somewhere. I don't know quite where, but we're somewhere. As we go to the fight for P13 between Ricciardo and... P10, between Ricciardo and Devon Butler. Which Ferrari will get the point here at the Red Bull Ring. At the moment, it's going to be big time Devon Butler. Although you can see that fight continuing for a hell of a long time, if we're being completely honest. As we go to, I believe that is the man Gasly. We'll just confirm that. No, that's actually Hollywood Lance Stroll and Antonio Giovinazzi fighting over last. Why are we concentrating on that fight? Only because it's a bleak Red Bull Junior team. No one cares about it. Please show me a fight that's actually worth it. Like, I don't know, let's see Sainz and Leclerc get into it. As we go up the hill into turn 1, flinging over the curb. And on the rumble strip on the outside. Now up, on the way up the hill. As Grosjean's the big loser in all this. He's lost out big time. He's now fighting for P4 and Lewis Hamilton. The Renault Works team and the Renault Customer team. That should be easy as you like, but it looks like, wow, I did not expect Hamilton to just drive away from him there. That was unexpected for me. Speaking of unexpected, it looks like Weber and Albon are fighting here over P8. Weber was in P5 for a cup of coffee, but it looks like he wants to be P8 now. Maybe the charge of Lucas Justin Weber will come back here, but Albon wants the outside of turn 4. He's going to get it as well, whether Weber gives it to him or not. I don't see Lucas Weber. There he is. You just saw his front wing there and he's got him. So make that P8 for Justin Lucas Weber. As Verstappen has another go at Räikkönen down the inside. Look how wide Räikkönen took his line and he's just going to drive around the outside of him. See ya, bye-bye. That's going to probably continue on the way up the hill as well. Well, it's not going to continue with Räikkönen. It might continue with Perez trying to get 14th off Verstappen. And he's going to get him. Oh, he's thinking about P13 on Räikkönen like Räikkönen did to him earlier. Oh, look at there's Magnussen. Magnussen wants these positions back. I think he secretly wants to come after me because he's a bone to pick. I wonder what the Danish for "you're a dick" is. Maybe we can find out for you. That would be an interesting thing to find out as they continue their fight around the outside. And Perez has got his man as we go to the fight for P10 between Big Time, Devon Butler, and Danny Ricciardo. It's Butler in the foreground. Excuse me, Butler in the foreground, Ricciardo in the background, and it's now swapped now. Ricciardo in the foreground, Butler in the background. So everyone is going everywhere as we come to start lap number 15 of this Grand Prix. And yeah, here we go. Now we're talking. We've got the Hasses fighting. Leclerc and Sainz. Sainz in the lead second, Leclerc in third, and Sainz going to stay in there for now. For now. Yeah, we say for now with a big asterisk there next to it. Because that'll probably end up kicking off momentarily. As Grosjean wants fourth back off Hamilton. Well, he tried the outside and it didn't work. What makes you think the inside will work? Well, because Hamilton did it. Well, Hamilton's just drove down the outside here and that didn't work. You're an idiot. There you got DRS. Now try the outside of turn 4. That'll do. Oh, it's a big one of them locked up big time there. And I imagine that didn't work either. You just don't have the oomph. You do not have the chutzpah. You don't have everything. There's Raikkonen's past Perez. Magnussen's past Verstappen. Verstappen's past Perez. Perez is passing Magnussen. Verstappen wants to pass Raikkonen. They're still side by side over there. Get it sorted, lads. Me for crying out loud. Who knows what you four are on about or up to there as we go to the fight for P10 again. This is still going on between Big Time Devon Butler flinging it down the inside of turn 9. Oh, that's going to carry on. I think. Yes, it is. Although, were the yellow flags flying again? No, I think that was just the board there. It was just the board. Well, now we're on lap number 16, coming to start. Anyway, was that should that move have been shown then? Yes, it should. No, it shouldn't. I think that was a bit early on that one. I don't know why. Maybe it was. I don't know. But we're flying up the hill here. Have to have a word with our director there and see what he says as we go to the fight for P8 between Alexander Albon and Lucas Justin Weber. And wow, that was easy. Well, Weber's not got the job done yet, but I imagine he will in a second. Who's got DRS? Albon's got DRS. Weber almost forced him on the grass. Oh, would you like to pass on the grass, sir? I think he would. And I think he's also coming through as well. No one's going to stop him. Well, you would hope no one stops him. As we go to the fight for P13 between Max Verstappen and Kimi Raikkonen, and Verstappen's got his man there. We saw Magnussen and Perez in the background. That's going to be an interesting fight, to say the least. I would certainly think that excuse me. I would certainly think that that's going to be a fight that we want to keep an eye on. They're still fighting down into turn 4. It really is a good fight there, but we're on lap number 17 now. You can see that we're taking no sh from anybody. It's no sh and no anything else as we go into turn 3. Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc still behind us as we head up the hill with Danny Ricciardo and Big Time Devon Butler for P10. This is going to continue till the last lap. I've got a feeling. You can just see it coming. You can see it coming, and you know it's coming as well. And that's what you can't stop, really, is Raikkonen tries to pass Verstappen for P13. I don't know why they're trying, but they are. Perez is past Verstappen. Perez is going for Raikkonen. They're this is where the fight is. This is the best fight here. Raikkonen's out-dragged Perez, although I got a feeling that Perez is going to keep on going here. Up the inside, I think he's got him. P13 for the Mexican jumping bean. Thank you very much. We're on the final lap. Yep, we're on the final lap. Did you ever think we'd say that? As we go to Albon and Weber to still fighting over P8. Fair play to both of these chaps. They're giving us a good fight, and Weber's got his man and move him into P8 for the moment. Still going on is this fight for the last point between Ricciardo and Butler. Butler wants it. Ricciardo's defended. Butler to the outside. Will big time Devon Butler get his man? Yes, he will on the hard tyres. Why is he on the hard tyres? No, nobody knows the answer to that question. Speaking of nobody knows the answer to that question, why is Weber being passed by Alexander Albon? Excellent question. He's about to go around the outside of him. Oh, but Weber's going to out-drag him. See you later. Bye-bye. That should be it now. Keep it like that. That should be... No, it's not it. Oh, dear. They're going to continue all the way around to the start-finish line. You can see it coming. Now, speaking of Perez, you got to defend it. They finally dropped Verstappen. Magnussen's trying to get past him. Whether he does or not, I don't have a worldly idea. But Perez and Raikkonen, this has been a great fight all race. And it's a fight that we here at the channel appreciate. And Perez has got him. Stays in P13. Meanwhile... Oh, this fully upgraded weapon of mass you-know-what. We're celebrating already. We're running wide in the last corner. But it's 9. It's 9! Get in!
Absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
It's a brilliant
we've
result.
earned that
Well
one
done.
today. Love your work, son. Love your work.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Renault. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
As today's winners make their way up the podium steps, the team at Renault have shown once again what it takes to build a successful Formula One team. A well-deserved win for them. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Poole increases their championship lead. Some amazing talents out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
It's got to be Valtteri Bottas, a commanding performance that I think had the audience's eyes glued to him for the majority of the race.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. The current championship leaders still hold top spot, but that gap is getting smaller. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
And the result just keeps getting better for us, but worse for Grosjean. I see he's got a 5-second penalty for some reason. What did Grosjean do wrong? As one of our videos finishes over, but we finish in the lead. Not the fastest though. Lewis Hamilton, the fastest car out there. We were faster than the Haas. Yeah, there's Lewis Bottas, Vettel. I want to see what Roman did to get that 5-second penalty. That'll be interesting to see. We'll have to find out as well. Weber, Albon and Butler round out the top 10. And Hulkenberg, the only DNF of the race. I tell you what, let's go have a look at the race director. I fancy, let's have a look at the race director. I want to see what happened with Grosjean here. Let's have a look. So where did Grosjean get the penalty? Grosjean, an illegal block. That was that instant with Magnussen. Oh, I don't agree with that. Yeah, don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I think the FIA have done Roman there. He's done him good and proper. Devon Butler went from the softs to the hards. That didn't work for him. But I think we're going to have a word with the FIA on that one. Because he didn't do anything wrong in my eyes.
Performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Oh, very.
It doesn't get much better than a win
It
at this
absolutely
track, does it?
doesn't get better than a win at Austria. And, you know, it's all down to one thing and one thing only this weekend. The fans.
That was an epic battle today. How do you think this will play out?
I think it'll play out in the fact that, yeah, we're going to put the treat on for the fans.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Oh, well, alright then. Love to see it, folks. Love to see it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Roman stole my fastest lap, didn't I? Prick. Doesn't really matter. Oh, man, I still can't believe that. What a car. What a car. And we're coming up to our home Grand Prix next, the British Grand Prix. And these points that are going to accumulate up, they're just going to accumulate and accumulate for Renault. Then, if we get an R&D reset at the end of this, somewhere in this season, look out. That's all I'm going to say. Right, what we got for invitational events that I like the look of. Not that any of them could be nice, but some of them. And overtake. I've done them already.
This could be a good opportunity to capitalise.
I know Grosjean and Sainz are attending, but I've done them already. Don't want to do them. Give me something better that I can show the people. Like, I don't know, give me a 98 McLaren, or a 2006 Renault, or a 2010 Red Bull, something like that. But don't give me this shit. Because it's not worth my time. It's also not worth my hassle as well. We can't do anything there. So we'll put the old stuff back on for Britain. Keep this engine nice and fresh. Can you imagine this engine down the Wellington Straight and down the Hanger Straights? Oh my god. That's just porn thinking about it. And then what you got after that? You got Germany after that. We got Belgium coming up as well. Monza. Oh, this car's going to be mega. It's just going to be mega face. That's what this car's going to be. It's looking like the championship is sewn up already. I mean, we've got, what, 9 victories. Not easy victories, I must say. We have to work for some of these on the 100 difficulty, but my god. There's going to be no stopping us now. And speaking of no stopping us, let's get the likes on this video. Let's get 10 likes for this video. I know we can do it all together. You can help me out by helping out the algorithm for YouTube, and you can do that by subscribing for more daily F1 2019, Stuka 19, NASCAR Heat 4, WRC 7 career modes, as well as other live streams available throughout the week when you hit that notification bell. And when you hit that notification bell, it notifies in your inbox, says, hey, I just uploaded a new video, or hey, I'm going live right now. It doesn't get any easier than that. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the Austrian Grand Prix. We will see you at the start grid for the British Grand Prix in the next F1 2019 video. Until then, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.